Hi! Welcome to this part of my guide and review featuring the FlexTale Solo Adventuring Toolkit. If you haven't seen the other parts of my guide and review, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about obtain quests. These quests are very interesting because it's focused mostly on gathering resources. This is about finding plants, minerals, living animals, or even dead animals. It all depends on the purpose of the quest. Maybe you need reagents or materials for an amulet, so you need the teeth of a wolf or the claws of a panther or something. But maybe you are looking for some sort of medicinal plant. Perhaps you are looking for a mineral deposit. There is a war going on soon, and you need to secure some bountiful mining areas to create more weapons. Using this quest template, you are going to be determining the purpose using a table. Perhaps it's about gathering things. Maybe it's about fetching things. Or maybe you need to find something with no clue as to the whereabouts of that particular object. If you obtain the gather result, this is a bit more loose. You are basically moving through an area where perhaps there is a good chance of finding these whatever plants, animals, minerals. So they could tell you something like, in that particular desert, the plant who knows what is growing. So you need to keep your eyes open to spot that plant. When it comes to fetching, you already know the location where that specific object, mineral, resource is located. Like I said, it could be something natural. Maybe they tell you something like, there is gold hidden within the hills of bloody teeth. But maybe you are looking for statuettes or some sort of archaeological object. They could tell you something like, in the Valley of the Emperors, the statuettes of the ancient cult are found. You need to retrieve 5 of them. And the find quests are probably the most challenging because you have no idea where you can find a particular resource. You need to look for clues, you need to carry out your own research, investigations, perhaps talk to the locals, etc. to find where you can obtain or procure those valuable resources or assets. So you have tables giving you the percentage chance of finding an object, resource, whatever. You can also randomly determine if this is related to flora, fauna, minerals, and such. You can also determine the number of objects or resources that you need to procure. There are details related to the urgency of the quest, the pace, the stakes. Maybe you need to find a medicinal plant because there is a plague going on. If you take too long, people are going to die. You can also determine the abundancy of such a resource. Maybe it's quite scarce. You can also determine the number of clues related to your quest. The penalties if you fail on your quest. Perhaps because you didn't find that particular object, your reputation suffers for it. Or maybe you find the resource that you were looking for, and now you have great standing on your community. You are like a legendary tracker or finder. Or perhaps you find a particular mineral in a sacred site, and because of that, you are blessed. But maybe you shouldn't have desecrated that piece of land, and now you end up cursed. It all depends on the context, the setting, the campaign world that you are using, etc. And this concludes this part of the guide and review. In the next part, we are going to take a look at the obtain templates. I think that these obtain quests are more suitable for side quests because of the nature of the tables that, oh, you need to find this animal that is still alive or now it's dead and you need to secure the fangs, the claws, etc. Or you need to find this plant or this ore. So it's all about that. But you can also modify these tables if you want to find things that are not particularly related to nature, like I said, perhaps archaeological objects, perhaps lost artifacts. You can also modify these tables for that, and that way the quest could be on a grander scale. Maybe a rod of 7 parts sort of situation. You are looking for the objects to assemble some sort of powerful device that could perhaps decide the fate of the entire world. And when it comes to the tables determining the stakes, the urgency, the pacing, maybe someone else is also looking for those pieces, so it's a race against time, or against your adversary in this case. Thank you for watching this part of the guide and review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.